The mother of the Oxford High School shooter returning to court today as jury selection begins in her landmark trial. What is playing out in Oakland County Circuit Court is historic, and national media are here to watch.
Jennifer Crumbley and her husband James are the first parents to be charged in a school shooting case. Jennifer's will be the first of two separate trials for involuntary manslaughter. The prosecutor claiming the parents bought the gun used in the killings of Justin Schilling, Madison Baldwin, Tate Meir, and Hannah St. Juliana, and ignored warning signs in their son's behavior. Sean Lay following jury selection today in Pontiac. Sean.
A lot going on here today, and you're right. Intensely, the first time this has ever happened. Intensely historic here, what's going on here. Jennifer Crumbley is first. James Crumbley, his trial and jury selection will happen later after this trial. So today, extremely important to seat a jury. No jury seated as of yet. 325 people, well, 1,000 people were first in the jury pool. That was whittled down here in Oakland County to 325. 300 were invited or told to be here today, 1200 building in Oakland County to report. And then 50 were brought up by the judge. Blind pool, just at random. 50 people came up, 17 were put in the jury box. That's the potential jury, but then the judge all afternoon asking them pointed questions. Can you be fair and impartial? Most said yes. What if your son or daughter or child shot someone, was involved in a school shooting? What would you think? Some raised their hand and said, asked if the parents were responsible for that. Many said yes, and those folks were still on the jury. Others were excused for business travel or vacations that were paid for. But right now, there's 17 in the jury box. That's 9 women and 8 men. And guys, if you think to look at them, they look like Oxford school parents or grandparents. Most of them are Caucasian, and most of them are middle age. Most of them have children. They are asked their views on guns. Most said they either have guns for hunting or self-protection. Others don't have guns at all. The jury is not seated, guys. This is going to continue tomorrow. Now, Prosecutor Karen McDonald first asked some questions from 4:15 to 4:30. Then the judge called it quits for today. They're going to come back here at 9 o'clock tomorrow and continue to ask these jurors questions. And if they have to excuse some jurors, then they're going to bring more jurors in. But the judge thinks and she wants a jury seated by the end of tomorrow, and then she says when this trial begins, it's going to go warp speed. Guys?
You can imagine, Sean, trying to seat a juror here who hasn't heard an awful lot about this case, right?
So this is interesting. Many said yes, they are of course aware of the Oxford school shooting, but they're not very aware of the Jennifer Crumbley aspect of this. They don't know much about this case, and the judge and prosecutor said that's because you have to sit here and weigh everything on the evidence. Don't make up your mind at all. Also, this jury's sequestered, but not, the judge says, at the Holiday Inn. They are going home, but she says she needs promises from everyone. She even said pinky promise that you will not discuss this case with anyone, your spouse, children, anybody outside. Go home, forget about it, come back, and then weigh the evidence when this begins. Jennifer Crumbley was there. Now, we've seen her. She was arrested December 4th of last year. She's been in the Oakland County Jail over there ever since. Whenever we see her, she is shackled in an orange jumpsuit today. She's not convicted of anything. She was able to look like a mom, which that's what she is, and she was in a blue long shirt with black pants and black shoes. She had her glasses on. Sometimes her face would turn red. Other times she had no expression at all. So this is an intense situation inside this courtroom, guys.
We haven't seen her look like that in a long time. Exactly right. All right, Sean.
That's right.